Are we live again? My goodness. Hello, hello. My internet is the only internet that is cutting out. I see everybody else is still up. I don't know why. Let me just double check something here. You're right there, guys. Huh? We lost connection. But everybody else is fine. Oh. All right. I think we're stable. Take 5. Load up the Restream chat and we'll get rolling. Okay. Alright, I think our internet is finally stabilized. Let's hope so. And I'm going to open up a different TikTok chat. What I think I'd like to do, kind of honestly, is that, you know, some people just have like, oh, I'm live on a different platform, like up on their TikTok profile. I mean, I like to just have them all in one, but anyway, let's get back to the action here. The volumes are good. We got a wild pamper in chat. Exclamation point pokey catch. And we're gonna continue. GBL on your modem. I did.
Oh, okay.
And nothing's wrong with it. Just looks like I just chipped my side of my toe.
It just seemed like I was
Oh, you want to look at it? No, it's not bad. Apparently I cut my foot somehow.
Ooh. Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how I cut it. I think I just need new shoes.
Okay. Well, have fun streaming.
Is it that bad?
Well, I mean, I was just going...
Probably looks worse than it is.
Yeah, and I was going through the house wiping up all the little footprints. It's in the bathroom.
If you'd like to give me a new one, I'll put it on so I don't make a mess.
A new sock?
Yeah.
Okay.
How's the volumes? You're coming in clear. Mic check, mic check. Thank you.
Okay. No, for real. Go show.
Sounds good.
That was alarming.
No, just I don't know. I think my toenail just rubbed against it the wrong way. Doesn't hurt.
That's good. I'm glad it does not hurt you.
All right. Next battle. Apparently, I cut my foot when we walked about 20,000 steps today. But I didn't really cut my foot. I mean, I did, but like it just I guess my nail got shoved into my foot a little bit. But Crimson and JD, thank you for following. How are you all today? Are you back with us? We're gonna aquatail this imposter here. And Ken, let me know what you found out. All right, so I am forcing him to use shields. Not gonna Aqua Teen Hunger force him right away. That way it'll make him guess. Now, do I want to use shields or just let him knock me up? I blocked the right one. And his attack fell, and I will do an Aqua Tail again. Thank you, Ken. I appreciate you. Like, Restream Bot like has connect to everything, but not TikTok. Maybe it can't. I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm missing. But there was somebody streaming the other day who just had a separate OBS, or I don't know what. Like, it was a horizontal OBS saying, "Hey, check me out live on Twitch." At the end of the day, though, I would like Restream Chat to work for everything. Because, you know, when I'm out and about, if y'all guys don't know, we were out and about hosting raids, catching bugs for about 7 hours. I have a phone attached to my wrist on a wrist strap, and that's how I do my chat. Crimson says, just watching the battle. How long? Tell me about yourselves. How long you been playing Pokemon? And there's no judgment here, new, older, but we don't care. What is your, are you new to the game? Coming back? I know they've done a lot with it, and I'm actually pretty pleased about how well Scopely's been handling it. So I feel pretty good about that. They recently bought it from Niantic for $4 billion, which is a 30-year return. Wild. So obviously they're going to be pumping out the content. Right before the stream crashed, super ironically, their goal is for a hotspot for an IRL camera. So when I'm out in the wild, y'all can see us with a full camera. Ass came in with a 5 sub donation, and we hit our goal. And then ironically, we got disconnected at home, which forced us to do forced us to drop the raids, come home, and rock out. JD said, when are we going to do raids? So we're going to be remote raiding and GBLing. We were out in the wild all day, hosting raids and catching bugs, so we're remote raiding and go battle leaguing. And we're going to do the full track of rewards. Crimson says, I started in 2019, but I came back to it in 2025 completely. When you live in an unpopular country, it's hard to level up. I'm guessing you mean unpopular with the game itself? What country are you from? If you don't mind me asking. New Jersey, USA here. If anybody wants to shoot me some RSVPs, by all means. We normally get a decent amount of them. JD, is there a certain one in particular that you're looking for? Ken says, here's what it says. To make it work on TikTok, add to TikTok chat OBS while using Restream. Use the Restream chat embedded URL. First activate TikTok in your Restream dashboard, then copy the embedded chat link from Restream's chat page. Finally, add browser source in OBS. Paste this URL into the dimensions. So that's for the stream to see the chat. I already have the Restream chat up there. And TikTok is activated my Restream dashboard. The embedded chat is what you see on the stream. So the embedded chat is already up there. Unfortunately, the embedded chat is not including TikTok. And the reason, I think the original glitch was I hit 1,000 followers, streamed live, I had 2 posts. I had the Go Wild post when, the Go Wild event was going on, and that post got held by TikTok for inappropriateness, and obviously they cleared it because it was a Pokemon post about the Go Wild event. And then I caught the 98 Shadow Shiny Raikou, and I put Hot Dog, HAWTDAWG. That post so we fell under 1,000 followers, and it was going live without connecting the chat. And now it should connect the chat. And I don't know how it's not. It's not doing it. So that is the problem. I appreciate you trying, Ken, but it is embedded in the browser, which is why you can see it on chat where I like hi and YouTube, Kick, and Twitch all show up. You see the restream brought in the browser. I'm not gonna block this. Oh, I should have blocked it. JDS says just trying to get better Pokemon. Oh, word. We can help you with that. Although it is a little bit harder when you're remoting. And then Crimson says, oh boy, it's a Caribbean country like Dominica. Very hard to level up. Less Pokestops and spawns. That's rough. Like, I get a little jelly of the streamers who have like 5 gyms in their actual streamer area where they don't have to technically go live, like go IRL. What's up, JPad? How are you? That's the Discord, and that's the links with all my socials. Crimson, oh yes, I'm even lucky to get to level 43. Huh. So like when you say there's not many Pokestops, like you talking like one every like mile or something? Like really? Like you have to travel to one gym? Is that what? JPEG, I am good. Thank you for the follow before. It did not pop up originally. We're still working on it. Crimson, I have to travel to one gym. Well, not that far. Ken says when I was in Cali last week, it was crazy how many Pokestops there were. And now I'm back home seeing less Pokestops and raids. Yeah. I definitely feel like I'm lucky because I can go into town in 5 minutes. And there's 9, 10, 12 raids going on. And it's all within like 2 to 3 minutes of driving. So it's not the best, but it's by far not awful, you know? But some homies like have raids outside their house, like where there's 5 gyms and they're in the radius of that. And I'm like, geez, that must be nice. Because I might just move to LA. LA is pretty expensive at the moment. He's not going to be able to block this, and this is going to be a nice Dragon Spatial Rend. What brought you to Cali last week, Ken? If you don't mind me asking. Work. No time for sightseeing. That's been my experience with work trips. It's not all it's cracked up to be. You're a drum technician? Elaborate. What does that mean? Man, it looks like my Palk might solo all these. Go Palk, go! Origin Origin Palkia for the win in the Master League. Palkia's either hot or not. And right now, Palkia is hot. Some battles. And Zacian gonna finish him off. Ken says, I set up drums for shows and break them down so I'm on the road a lot. Oh. Guy also does shows every now and again too, but still trying to understand the full scope of his work. That's cool. We'll keep the exclamation point bug going too for every win or raid. So everybody here, it'll continue to add up the Clown's cash. We're at 87. Is there? I mean, I don't know if you're allowed to say what band you travel with or not. I guess probably not, but I should not have blocked that. That was a bad move. But I'm gonna answer back with an Aqua Tail. If I can get him to use his shields, I can do my Groudon's Fire, but probably not going to. So I'm gonna try to Aqua Tail again. I'm not gonna block this. He's going to Iron Bash me. It's not very effective. My Groudon's, fire attack will take 3 charges, so I'll Aqua Tail him down and force them to block. And I will not block his ineffective attacks. And a wild Galvantua is in the chat. Exclamation point Pokecatch. If you like to catch it. Ken, are you gonna be rocking out with us for a minute? Can I count on you for the bug? Every win? Win or raid? Awesome. Thank you. Looks like Ken gotta get some more Pokeballs. If you want to start your Pokemon adventure in chat, exclamation point Pokestart. It doesn't cost anything. Any streamer who has the add-on extension, your stats will carry over. So Ken can go right down there and get a bunch of Pokeballs. Doesn't take anything, If you like to, and then you can raid, battle, and trade with other trainers in the same Twitch chats. Thank you, Crimson. I'm taking a gamble here and see if I can take the Togekiss out. And now I think I'm gonna pop two close combats in a row. That way I can. He's gonna shield one of them, and then my defense is gonna go down. But I should be able to get another close combat off before he gets an attack off, and I am correct. And I took home a W. Crimson, finish your shield fast, though. They should add on one more shield, 3 at least. Well, that's an interesting concept. 3 shields. And JD, I did not forget about you. Ken, are you on a computer or your phone? If you're on your phone, the extension should be in the top right. If you're on your computer, it's the first. You can literally buy it right underneath my channel. And again, when I say buy, I don't mean pay for. I know Ken knows that, but everybody knows that. Just so everybody knows that. Ken, it's right below. Look right below my channel. It's on one of the first 3 panels. It's the interactive setup. So you can actually check it out for real. It's cool. Shows the quests and raids and stuff. If you guys want to get in it, it's a really, really awesome extension. Just that exclamation point Pokestart. Like that. Three shields would be interesting. Not knowing that you didn't see it live, Ken, now you're probably like, oh, this looks cool. Because it is pretty cool when you actually get to looking at it. Like the actual extension, you can see the raids and the bosses and what you have to do. Oh, well, this should be quick. Yeah. All right, well, that was a tough fight. I don't know what a moon mint is, but I got some of them too. Yeah, I haven't been able to explore every function, and I really would love to get like a Pokemon. Like they said, Zamazenta from the Battle League. Thank you. I really would love to get a raid. They said you can get raided in Pokemon with the community game. But I have asked other trainers too, and they have that, and they have not gotten raided yet either. Maybe it's a feature in the future. I'm not sure. But yeah, you probably had a lot of Pokecoins. There's no reason that I shouldn't pineapple this guy, because I have nothing to lose. He's not going to run away. Ken says 14k worth. Nice. Alright. I'll rank on up. Let's see if there's any RSVPs. Alright, we'll break for a raid. Let's see what Zamazentas are rocking out. Oops, nope. Meant to join. If y'all want to try to get in, this is the trainer that's hosting this raid. 6899-9835-4968. At Kin Vardasco. Sorry for butchering that. Looking for a Darkrai if anybody can trade, please. You have to be lucky friends to trade. Or excuse me, remote friends. So I doubt you can't just trade on the fly, unfortunately. But if you like to add me, I got tons of Darkrai. If you rock out on the stream, more than happy to give you one. Once we reach that friendship point. Because I raid more than most, streaming. I'm very happy to help anybody who's on the stream, who gets that level of friendship with me, no problems. And we're going in. Ken says, you know what the weekly event is going to be coming up? You know, Ken, Gosh darn it, dang diggly. I have been so busy. Type exclamation point code if you want my code. There. Ken. I have been so busy that I have not gotten a chance to check that out. JDS says, I added them, but I'm not getting any invite. Never mind, you got it. Good. Yeah, it's not a guarantee, but we try. I'm glad you got it. So, Ken, if you don't mind, exclamation point bug for everybody in Twitch chat. We do one for every raid. And my man, that is a great question. You know, this is the 88th raid/win at 19. Users get 880 clowns cash. I should go over that. What's going on next week? Maybe after the midnight refresh. Or if maybe I can pull it up here and we can just start talking about it. Yeah, we can do that. Your boy's been pretty busy. Pokemon Go news. Oh, the April Community Day has been announced as Tink-a-Tink. Tink, I am in the middle of a battle. I will check as soon as it is done. If you don't mind, I just ask that, you know, I do nickname everybody on stream. That way, I don't delete them, letting them know they're not random users there. So there's my social and there's my Discord. If you would, all I ask is that you follow. That's all. Alrighty. I don't know how I feel about Tink-a-Tink Community Day. I feel like I've been Tink-a-Tinked out. Like, we did a lot of Tink-a-Tink. Yeah, I don't ask for any like paid things. So I guess on YouTube, it would, you know, we call it subscribe, but like I don't ask for a subscription on Twitch to add friends. I just ask that you follow or whatever the appropriate term is on each one. If you like to support the stream, even better, but it's not required to be on my friends and get you in the raids. I do ask that you follow if it's Twitch or sub if it's YouTube, though. Kenka said, I wish you'd bring an unknown day. I want to get the unknowns. They can't do that, bro. Ken, you know it hurts me to knock you down. They can't do that. Unknowns are like they're event oriented, so they're like really rare based on the like event. So like last year at GoFest, right? The last 60 seconds every minute, or the first 60 seconds, you got one. you had a chance to catch him, and then globally, I think it was the last minute or something. I think I'm getting global confused with the Jersey Go Fest. Alright, I'm gonna add Kin Vardish. And let me know if I'm like butchering the name. So here's my unknowns. Wait, I'm adding it in. What am I doing? There we go. Ken says, I only ever seen 6 and I've been playing since 2 months after the game came out. I think it's during the events that you got to pay close attention to when it's out. Like on Go Wild, the unknown spelled Go Wild. Then Go Fast, they spelled Go Fest. Anywhoosums. And then it was like the last X minutes of every hour. I have a ridiculous amount of unknowns. 494. It's actually taking up too much of my inventory. And a lot of those I put for remote. So a wild lope when he's in the chat if y'all want to exclamation point Poke Catch. Ken, if that's what you want to use a remote trade on, I'm happy to give you, you know, any unknown really. I do have 7 shinies. Oh, and I got another invite from the same person. That's very convenient. And might as well do that because we're gonna be rocking out the double XP, double egg. Do I want a mega? Probably want a mega in fighting, right? No, because I'm still gonna be doing that whole bug line. Hope some of you got a second invite from them. That was nice. And thank you again for the bug. 89 now. 890 clowns cash. Everybody in the Twitch chat. And shame on me, I just realized I was not looking at TikTok chat. Moon, yo Aiden, Kiki beloved, welcome. Beloved, thank you for the follow as well over there on TikTok. Thank you so much. Andres, welcome, welcome. Crimson says, totally missed that one. Yeah, they double invite. That's very nice. Especially when there's minutes to midnight here. I'm gonna go over some of the Pokemon news. How does everybody feel about Community Day being Tink-a-Tink? Oops, I hit it. Enter a little fast there, my bad. It's very underwhelming to me because I feel like we've been hatching Tink-a-Tink for a year now, give or take. Like, am I wrong on that? Does it just feel longer? Ken says too much of the same. Oh, Ken, if you want to say something on TikTok, I can make you a mod then. I don't know if you're on PC and you can have multiple windows up, but I can make you a mod. Ink says, looking in the raid, Mega Alakazam, Houndoom, and G-Max Pikachu. G-Max Pikachu is next Saturday. Mega Alakazam is not out. And Mega Houndoom is also not out. However, what is out now is Shadow Latias's, Shadow Latias, and I see you can. Ba-ba-ba. Did that work? Wow. 3 invites in a row from this same person. That's awesome. Also unlikely. Another bug. Thank you, Ken. Did that mod work for you? I hit add as mod, but it's not giving me like a confirmation or really anything over there. Let me know. All right, we're gonna melt them. No need to be sorry. Oh, so Ken, you mean you're looking forward to raiding? Is that what you mean? My favorite shiny? So my favorite shiny, honestly, is the Primal Kyogre and Groudon. Their look reminds me of this original Power Rangers Megazord that was a collector's edition I used to have. That was black and gold. But my most sentimental or coolest shiny, I guess you could say, was my only Shundo that was naturally caught. And that Shundo was Mega Ray. So I would say my Mega Rayquaza as far as sentimental because of my first and only natural Shundo, and still to this day top on my socials for the full power up and catch a Mega Ray. But as far as looks wise, I'd say the Primals, Groudon, Kyogre. How about you? We got Marble Beast for Final Strike, Florida for Traveler, Shell for Style Savant, Serena for Christmas Trainer, and Nathan for Charged and Ready. Let's see. Did the mod work, Ken, for you, or? On TikTok. I click it, but it says I click add mod, but it's not. I don't know if it's. Oh, whoa! Hold on, rewind that. 98. Nice. That might be the next one I level. I'm so used to just getting Garbaggio on those. I almost glazed right over it. And thank you for the exclamation point bug, Ken. That is number 90. All right. Going in. Oh, party canceled. Okay. So we are going to send a friend request to Jakataka. The one who's hosting this raid is 934931082314. We are remoting. Now, if y'all have a remote that you want to RSVP me to, I would love to hop on and invite the chat. I do live streams, or excuse me, IRL streams, and we did today for quite a while actually. And now we're getting towards the after dark. It is 10:45 here, doing some of our dailies. Oh, speaking of my Mega Ray, I appreciate that, Ken, but by the time that it's shown there, because of the thing about the 10 to 15 second delay, they would have had to probably taken it right from me. But I guess it is possible. That is my favorite shiny. That full evolve is still like my #1 reel on Instagram and X and all that. One of my only 2 shinies, Shundus. Well, I don't know what that person's doing, but we're gonna move on to the next one. I think we got spoiled with the first one being extra good, but this one is 6421 5713 2529. 6421 5713 2529. Well, this time they accepted the friend request right away. Das gut. Let's see. Let's switch it to Alakazam. Try to get some buddy points. Sitting at 47 platinum medals. I need, is it 1 or 2 more rocket leaders and 15 more lucky trades. Then I can hit level 79. But at 79, I'm sitting at 47 plat, so I'm still going to need a little bit more. Kinvardashko, 3599. And please don't be shy. Tell me if I'm butchering your name. Says my favorite don't forget to give me Dark Cry. I will really appreciate you. I truly, truly mean this. Like, to anybody who chills on my stream long enough to hit the remote trade friend, I really don't mind giving out, like, Pokemon like that. I truly don't. It doesn't bother me at all. Somebody's got a background here from the Go Wild event. Now these Burmaries, the different color ones, are they different regions? I have never really gotten a chance to get a bunch before until today. Or this bug out event, I should say. I don't know what's taking these people so long. For these raid groups, it should not be that complicated. Alright, well, if anybody wants in this raid, see if this host is better. 8100-1149-1429. Exclamation point, Pokecatch. We got a wild... Ooh, Ninja. Oh, I should probably use a better ball. Pokecatch. Great ball. Ken says, first time on your stream, but I'm enjoying. You're so humble and nice. Oh, thank you. I appreciate the compliment. You know, I just feel it's the least you can do if somebody's going to watch you and take the time to... I mean, remote trade friending is quite an investment. As far as time goes. So I got no problems with that. Well, it does appear that we were having some... They friended me. They said it started. I ain't use any remotes. Interesting. Oh, nobody caught the Ninja Ask. Oh, wells. Here I need a good old-fashioned just reset the game.
Enabled screen
Can't even
reader.
went with the Ultra Ball. Yeah, I don't know if you put Pokecatch in the first time, if it allows you to do it again or not, and use a different ball. Oh, there's the invite. Ooh, Vietnam. Word. Let's go. Maybe my game just needed a reboot. And Ken with the exclamation point bug. Appreciate it. Which is our 91st. Everybody in chat. Getting 910 clowns cash in the Twitch chat. You see something here? Oh, just in time. So, Ken says so close to 100. We might hit the 100. And Ken, I didn't forget about going over the news. Alright, so April 11th is going to be Tinka Tink Day. I guess we'll start here. If you're lucky, you might counter a shiny background one. So Tinka Tuff's going to have a special evolution move for the event, or up to 4 hours afterwards. And y'all, if you've done any of the community events with me, know how amazing I am at consistently forgetting about evolving them in time. But the good thing about community events is there's normally a box in the shop that gives you a charged elite charged TM. I highly recommend always buying that box. You only get it once, and it's only for events. And the elite charged TM allows you to learn legacy moves. Sometimes a legacy move is like a move that'll let you put the glacial effect on a Kyurem, or just a really good move for PvP. But Tinka Tink's gonna have the charge attack Gigaton Hammer. For $1.99, you can get the extra 3 encounters and the general goodies. Now, last Community Day, Ken says I buy it every time there's one in the shop. 100% worth it. Facts. Last Community Day, and I didn't really see anybody pointing this out, except me, is that there was no 2x Stardust, 2x XP. It was candy and something else. So now we're getting 3x Stardust for catching Pokemon, which is good, but I'm pretty sure Tinky Tink is actually one of the harder ones to get into a ball. So I got the Final Strike, Choyundo charging and ready, Nana with the Raid Buddy, and Walktron with the Charisma Trainer. But we'll go into the news in between catches and battles here. But it's saying you get 2x candy and 3x Stardust. And then 2x chance for trainers level 31 and up to receive X large candy from catching. But we've hatched so many that I would imagine most of us have a ton of candy from Tinka Tink. The 3x Stardust, rock on. Lures will last for an hour, and one additional special trade can be made, and trades will require 50% less Stardust. It was candy and something else, Ken, but it wasn't Stardust or XP. Hey, we got a RSVP from Voids. Thank you, Voids. Who wants in the RSVP? Ken, did you want in one? You don't have. I'm just asking. Send it. Alrighty. The great thing about somebody RSVPing you is that you can invite others as well. Thank you, Voids. I'll put them on the counter now for 10-1. 11-20. And I sent it to Tink and all the homies that were here. So the lore module bonus, they're doing the. One thing I kind of appreciate is the to 9 p.m. bonus. So Ting Ting will be attracted to lore modules to have an increased shiny chance and special background. You don't get the extra XP and Stardust. I think that's nice. there's a part of me that kind of thinks that the community day, either like take the ×3 Stardust or ×3 whatever, ×2, cut it in half, make the community day twice as long. Or maybe let us pick the time that we want to play the community day, or pick one of the slots. I know that might affect campfire groups and like different community day maps, but I just feel bad for anybody who, like, now that they're only on Saturdays, which again is a good change, right? All events are going to be on Saturdays moving forward, unless it's like a full weekend, you know, Go Fest event. But if you're stuck working Saturdays, that kind of it's kind of a bummerino too, if you have to work every Saturday, because then you know you never get a Sunday to play. But I do think it's good that they're throwing in the set to one day so we can all plan for it. Oh, he double attacked me. So the con, it's Tink-a-Tink. I don't think anybody really cares about, well, unless you're newly returning, the 2x candy, 2x extra large candy. Yeah. 3x Stardust is cool. Shiny Tink-a-Tink, cool. I'm just gonna Aqua... Nah, I should have Aqua Tail while I had the chance. I tried to hold out. JD said, my phone died. Are you back doing any more raids? Yes, I invited you to an RSVP at 11:20. And I was doing raids. Yep, raids and GBLs. We got a nice RSVP for 11:20 in 20 minutes. I did send it to you. And we got Ho-Oh. He has used no shields. I have not been fully paying attention, and I think I'm going to pay for it. Oh, you're very welcome. Continues to use no shields. I'm going to switch my Groudon because that Ho is going to wreck me. I should have noticed that earlier. Now it's going to be fire on fire. And JD, if you want to get into the Pokemon catching in the channel... Oh, what did I miss? Super effective against Groudon, too? This is over. I got wrecked. I wish I would have paid more attention to his comp. Whatever comp that was, that looked pretty darn good. Alright, I believe that next week is starting the shockingly good time leading up into the Gigantamax Pikachu event. Which, no. Shockingly good time is after that. So what is in between? What is next week's event? It's not the strike your pose. Is anybody else not seeing an event for next week? We got the Gigantamax Pikachu on Saturday. Shocking good time starting on the 31st. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I am not seeing it on the Poké News. Oh, Togekiss. I am going to actually quick switch to Zacian. Zacian is super effective against Togekiss. I could be switched out. The goal is not to do... Okay. Now we got Gyarados. I'm going to use Behemoth Blade because I do not want to knock down my Zacian's defense too early. Did block with the Gyarados. That is good. Gyarados can be trouble for me. I got no grass counter. I am going to block this. Not sure if that was the right move, and it didn't let me see if that was the right move, because I did not get to see if my shield turned red or not. When you block in PvP, if it turns dark blue, didn't do much damage. If it turns red, it would do a lot. I'll let it hit me. And it's not very effective. Woo! Okay. That is perfect. Let it hit me again. What you got? And I will throw my Behemoth Blade against the Dragonite. Oh, it's another Nincada. What are the chances? I am going to actually block this, and I'm going to use Ultra Ball quickly in chat, hopefully. And Behemoth Blade. Can we get the dub? Shiny Dragonite's gone. He put out the Togekiss. Togekiss should be easy eatins for my Zacian. Aerial Ace, not very effective. And I'm going to use my super effective Behemoth Bash, and that should be GG's. Good game, good game. And that'll be an exclamation point bug. Also, if anybody in chat knows what the event is next week, please do let me know. That is win/raid number 93. 930 clowns cash and 19 uses. And I snagged a Nincada. I think I was thinking of the Ninja Water Pokemon, the starter. I think I confused that Pokemon with a different one, but that's okay. Oh, Zacian versus Origin Palk. So the Zacian is going to either have the Fairy move, the Close Combat, or the Behemoth Blade. All ones that I got to block. This was kind of fast, actually. I'm going to block it. Oh, it was Behemoth. Wow, he charged Behemoth Blade up fast. Alright, so I'm going to Aqua Tail. That's one. Now he's out of blocks. I'm going to Aqua Tail again. It's not going to do a ton of damage, but it's still going to hurt him. I talked about you a couple times throughout the stream today because the Mewtwo that you nicknamed came up again a couple of fights. I'm like, ah, Ken's doing damage again. We're going to throw that Aqua Tail down. Boom. And one more Aqua Tail. Now I could switch my Groudon. The fire move would just blast him. But hopefully I'll force him to use one of his charge attacks on me. Perfect. And I'm going to switch to my Groudon. Super effective against a Zacian. Both my moves are super effective, But he will... Oh, I'm going to get a Precipice Blades off before we get to Charge Attack off. That's going to hurt. Kyurem is out. And Precipice Blades. Got it off before a Fusion Flare or his Icicle move. He's probably going to get a charge move off on me, but I'm going to have one more Pokemon to cycle on through. There's that free shock. And now the Zacian, super effective. GG's. And Ken with the Ice Point Bug. Thank you, Ken. Lapras, not bad. Didn't expect to get another doggy. That would have been nice, though. Got 8 minutes to that one. We'll do another battle. Can we fiver it? Maybe. Oh, interesting start. Okay. Electric. Well, I'm going to throw some water on it because that's exactly what you want to do against an electric type. And... oh, he dubbed me. Sorry. Want to pick a saying that goes under your bit bonus in screen. Oh, I was trying to do a whisper. That might cost me nothing, hopefully. We want the 5-0 win. Aquatail super effective. I will get one off. That 5-0 win's really nice with the extra Stardust. Come on. So he's got a Steel and Mud, so I will throw out my Groudon. My Groudon will do some work. I left myself with no shields. And I'm going to hold off for the Fire Blast against his Togekiss. Now, my Zacian is super effective against him, so... if Togekiss wants to use a move, I'll just Zacian him out, but even though the Precipice Blades are not super effective, not very effective, it's still better than letting him get a shot off. And that is GG's. Woo! And let's get a bug in the chat. Oh, that wasn't the 5. 95 wins and raids. Now, we have 4 minutes for this bad boy. And I'll be able to invite more when we start. So if anybody else wants an invite, let me know. I'm going to use this 4 minutes. Not the whole 4 minutes. I'm going to hit the restroom real quick. And then we're gonna go in on them. All right. We are about to go on in. And guys, there's my Discord and my social medias. Ken. Not sure if you heard. I hope you did. It is official. In 6 days ish, I will have access to my Discord back. My server, anyway. So, there's a lot of people on the server. There's a lot of work setting up that server. Again, for those who don't know, I did lose it. The backup code to my authenticator app. It was almost 8 years in between my streamings, but the server itself stayed popping. So I am very excited. Now if I can get my main account back with all my contacts, that would be fantastic. But the very least, the server's gonna be back, which is awesome. Like the Me 6 bot and everything still posts when I go live and stuff. Like everything is still connected. All right, let's see. All right, we did the RSVP and invited 5 people, and I invite 5 more. Good luck to everybody. And Lord willing, we'll find out what the heck is going on in Pokemon Go next week. Because I don't know. I don't know if y'all know. But I'm seeing nothing between the shockingly good time, which starts on the 31st. Like no full week thing, which is not normal. A wild slowpoke. Oh, interesting. Is in the chat. I am going to actually use an Ultra Ball on that. I want a slowpoke. All right. Ken. Hope y'all got in. Thank you for the likes on the TikTok. Much appreciated. So, the way I see, like, the Gigantamax Pikachu Battle Day, and please, by all means, if you think I'm wrong, I'm missing something, let me know. To me, it feels kind of like Meowth Battle Day. So, it's nothing meta, nothing great, but it's good for the resources. There's nothing better than Gigantamax battles for resources. All right. Thank you for the exclamation point bug. All right, so we got Jack for the Final Strike, Mystic for the Traveler, Teddy for the Walkstar, Calibre for the Christmas Channel, Trainer, and Void for the Hardest Hitter. Thank you again, Void, for that RSVP. Keep them coming. If y'all got anything good, let me know. So 5 more remotes we can do, and there is 36 minutes till midnight when everything resets. Let's see. Good thing about some of y'all joining with me as well is based on your friendship level, you get extra balls. And it doesn't stack, so it's just based on your highest level of friend in the raid. And the Zammy's breaking free. Come on now. If I only had one more hour in the day, I'd try to get another round of lucky trades. Another round of 100 trades with Sega so we could maybe level my count up. 15 lucky trades. I'd say on average out of 100, I get around 5. So it's about 3 more days of 100 trades. This season with Memories in Motion, if you don't know, when you trade, you get an extra large candy for every trade. And Fridays, you get an extra chance of having an extra large candy. You get double extra large candy and extra chance, excuse me, of it being a lucky trade. Which is pretty dang cool. It's a great perk for the month. Leo 037 says, "Hi, Zamazenta is hard to catch. Very good, bro." Oh, thank you. Wait a second, hold on. Did Leo just pop up on the screen too? We did. He popped. We got 2 art friends and JDS. I just invited you to one. Excuse me, a Zamazenta. Zacian was last week. I invited you to a Zamazenta RSVP. And Leo, good looks on the now the 2 hard friends. Any more RSVPs come my way, let me know. JD, did you get in the RSVP? I mean, I sent it to you. I don't know if you went. This next trainer that's hosting this raid, 5002-8835-0393. Can't always promise they'll do 2 rounds of invites, but a lot of times they do. JD said, yeah, I didn't catch it though. That's the good thing about now that me and you, we should be 1-star friends at least now after that one raid. So that'll be 1 more ball. And then once we get 2 friends, you get two balls, 3 balls. You get extra balls based on your highest friend in the raid. Also, it's worth noting that your platinum catch medals here, you catch 2500s. They do matter. Because you will get an extra catch chance for getting each medal for the ground type, poison type, whatever type. Askel! My man. So, my friend, there's 2 things, and again, the poetic irony couldn't have been any more, like, alright, for those who don't know, Ass came in with the amazing 5-gift sub to help us hit the goal for the hotspot in the IRL camera. Count 5 minutes, 10 minutes maybe after that. My house lost Wi-Fi, right? Just temporarily, but I couldn't, because I didn't have a hotspot, I couldn't connect my OBS back in. So, it was ironic timing. But Ask, you did beat the Bit Boss. So the Bit Boss is what you, if you look under the chat in stream. Oh, come on. Boom. If you look under chat and stream, there is, you see the HP and your name. Essentially, every bit is 1 HP, and you get the equal amount of bits per the sub. And since you gifted 5 subs, that gives you 2,577 HP after knocking off the last bit boss. Last bit boss, Koi Girl put, "Hello, this is the Krusty Krab." No, this is Patrick. Because you get the nickname of Pokemon of mine, and you also are the bit boss, so you get to put a saying of whatever you want underneath your name and picture there. Every sub will knock you 500 HP. Every bit will knock you 1 HP. And then, technically, you can heal by bidding and subbing. And it's not like, 5 gifts was a lie. I really appreciate it. I'm not trying to be like that. I'm just letting you know how the bit boss works. It's a cool feature of the channel. But you are the bit boss, so you get to pick a saying. So that Koi Girl saying underneath is going to go away. And you get to pick a saying, and you also get to nickname a Pokemon. So if you have a favorite Pokemon, or you want to see my Pokemon and nickname them, let me know. If you don't, then I will pick one that is special to me and nickname it, because you were the first one to donate 5 gifted subs, which was incredible. But even if you wanted to shout out like a Baltoon, or I apologize, I don't know the verbiage, or an account, or hey, look, it's Ken. Ken's Pokemon that he got from subbing. It's Ken. Ken's Mewtwo's back in there. And it says, please let chat pick a name. Okay. What would you like your saying to be underneath the your picture there? And I could make the saying blank. You don't have to. It's just something I do. If there's anything you want shouted out or something you want to say. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. There are bad ways to win and good ways to lose. What's interesting and troubling is that it's not always clear which is which. Oh, that's good. Is that a quote from somebody? Did you come up with that? That's good. I like that. I'm gonna put that up there right now. That is facts. Gonna have to have to get it down here like this. Wait, there's that one T that's off. There we go. There we go. Let me even it all out. Wait for it. Wait for it. There we go. I mean, no, if that's I like that. We got Caboose from the Final Strike, Rocksteady Stamina Specialist, and I am the Traveler. That's a far one. As I remembered it was from the original Pokemon show, and it stuck with me. Really? It was from the original Pokemon? Man, I know, but they were deep. And it stuck with you true, and used to tell all your soldiers that, and they all thought I was like a guru. Do you remember who said it, or like what episode, or? Because you know, I'm 37. I grew up with Pokemon, right? I would watch that and Dragon Ball Z every morning before school. Watch Goku throw that Spirit Bomb for 20 episodes. And JG says, got any tips on how to... Oh, got into one fast. 1 second. Heal on up. Got any tips on how to get better Pokemon? My only good ones are Zamas. I mean, essentially how Pokemon Go works is that every week, this is generally, okay, every week there's new Pokemon in raids and different Pokemon for you to catch. And then there's seasonals, which are 90-day seasons, and now we're in the memory season. What the heck is it called? Seasons, Memories in Motion. And there's certain Pokemon that are tied to that season as well, and certain buffs. So right now is a great chance to get stronger, because in the Memories of Motions, every trade you make, you get a guaranteed extra large candy, which if you wanted to turn your regular candy into that, it would be 100 candies. A guaranteed extra large is great. The only way you would normally get that is if you had a 100 cam trade or more. I would recommend maximizing your Zamazentas when raid hour comes. It's either this Wednesday or next Wednesday. I'm still trying to look it up here. They are going to have their Sword and Shield versions, and that's going to give you really strong Dynamax Pokemon. It's going to make their strengths way better, and it'll give you a good start in the Dynamax battling. Also, this Saturday is going to be Pikachu Gigantamax Day. Pikachu Gigantamax is not anything special, but the resources it gives will be super special. Whoa! What the... Yo... Wow! Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Ass coming in with the 6 gifted subs on top. Wow. You know, it's been quite a journey with trying to make a very hard dream like a reality, and that, my God, that face, that thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ask. I guess that saying might be staying up there for quite a while, because as you can see, you went from 2700 HP to 61, 67. Ash says, age is just a number. I'm 57 and still chase what makes me happy and smile from time to time. My 3 sons and I still chat about Pokemon and Star Wars. And we still play 007 GoldenEye and sometimes WoW. Man, you know, that is amazing. Like, I I mean, one, if there's anything I can do or can ever do that you'd like shout out, thank you so much. You really, it's that kind of stuff that really makes gives you more gas in your tank, you know, not just literally. Um, did I show you the World of Warcraft statue that they sent me a long time ago? And man, you know, props to you for that. Like, man, I wish my dad and my parents would have like gotten into the games I play. Like, I think it's really cool that you share that with your family. And if you played Warcraft way back in the day, which I think we talked about, but in fairness, I did talk about it with a couple people. And just to recap, if you are Ashray, Leo, 37, Newts, Vedicated Spade, Claydol, and Run Corn, give some love to Ash for the gifted sub. So if you were subscribed to World of Warcraft for 10 years straight, they actually sent you this, and it's unfortunate that one of my friends accidentally knocked it off the shelf, but it's still pretty cool. I'm gonna show you. Let's peep it. All right. Oh. Gotta get the deals where we can, even if it is a tax write-off. JD says, "Can we try Aladius?" We can, but if you do not have the dragon, like any of the dragon dragon catch bonuses at all, you might be disappointed. Oh, what is this? A hype chest? What is this? It says open up hype chest. Hype chests are on the way. 1 second, I'm getting notified of something I don't know what it is, because hype chests are new to me anyways. Okay. Interesting. Thank you for the bug. That is 990. Oh, we're at 99. All right, here is the statue. Oh wait, I think we did talk about this, Ask. If memory serves, you said you were Horde, and I believe I said I was Alliance. Well, I know I said, if I was talking about it, I definitely said I was Alliance. This is what you got for subbing for 10 years of World of Warcraft. One of my best friends who helped build the computer for me. I actually felt bad. Tell me if you could see it. I actually felt bad. I was like, you know, I downloaded the Blizzard things again because I was like, all right, well, if I'm not streaming and you ever want to use the computer in the future, like, he has a good computer, but like my roommate, right, and one of my best friends. So now I'm getting commercials, Ask, from Blizzard. Of course I am, but they're advertising player housing, and that's something we've been asking for, I think, since almost year 2. I'm not gonna say it's day 1, but year 2. And I'm like, oh, well. But I have over... I almost have a year, I want to say a year and a half of gameplay time. But my last expansion was Mist of Pandaria. And honestly, not a popular opinion, I know that, but my favorite. But this is what they sent if you sub from close to the beginning of Warcraft as their 10-year anniversary gift. Let me know if you can see it. Trying to get in the camera. JD, I did a terrible. The way I named that was awful. The Shadow Dragon thing. I was still a little bit in shock from the subs. I will clarify that right after this raid. It's a hefty thing too, and Blizzard sent it like we did. Again, I didn't pay for it. They're like, hey, everybody who subbed 10 years gets it. Which, I mean, I think Warcraft came out in 03 or 04? 04, right? So I must have got it in 14. I'll show you I'll show you a picture, JD, or I'll show you in game. But now they want player housing. Now they're having player housing. I'm like, I did Heroes of the Storm. I have a year and a half plus, you know, we talked about in Warcraft in game time. I used to be, you know, all I did was play Blizzard pretty much until Clash of Clans and Clash Royale. So Hearthstone, Heroes of the Storm, World of Warcraft, Diablo 3. Warcraft 3? Oh, a lot of childhood memories on Warcraft 3. Saiyan Yuki with the final strike. Style Savant with the U for you. Mookie with the big one. Now, typically, I probably stopped subbing to them 8 years ago. But I downloaded it on my computer, you know, my authenticator, my Battle.net, all that stuff. And now they're like, now I'm getting the advertisements, right? Of course. And yes, Ken, either they did or they are coming out with a new expansion. I am not sure. Ask will probably know because he... Oh, you haven't stopped since 2004? Are you still subbed? But Mr. Pandaria was the last one I did. The new expansion is midnight and it's live. Oh, when abouts did it go live? Is it like new? Oh, so you should have one of those too. Those orc riding a Frostwolf statue. Is the player housing all it's cracked up to be? Is it all we ever wanted? I don't know if you wanted player housing back in the day. We did. Like a lot of the community I feel like did, but it could have been also my circle. Midnight. Interesting. Is there an Illidan theme or not? Who's the baddie? And I gotta pick a new goal. I guess it auto-generated that 60 subs. For a because the hotspot is now going to be obtained. Actually, you know what I really want to do? This is what I'm going to do. I have 2 Shundos and 1 naturally caught one. This naturally caught Shundo here reached well over 150,000 views on my socials combined. Full evolve, Shundo, Best Buddy, Mega Ray. And we're going to nickname him after the first homie who dropped a whole lot of belief in the channel. That's what I want to do. You'll see him quite often. JD, if you are there, let me know. I will go over those medals with you. Okay, so did I do a bug for this raid? I don't remember. I don't think you did, but if you do it twice by accident, it's not a big deal. So one ask, thank you. And you are immortalized in literally my most popular Pokemon online. JD, if you scroll to your profile and you scroll down, there is catch medals. Ignore the Dragon Shadow thing I said, because the Shadow, that's not what I meant. If you look at your catch medals at the bottom, catch normal, catch fighting, catch flying, every time you level up, it goes +1 flying type, catch bonus, +2, +3, +4. It makes catching that type of Pokemon more likely. Doesn't mean you can't do it without it, but more likely. So as you catch more, and 2,500 is for the plat, you'll get bonuses, and you have a better success at catching those Pokemon. You said, oh, you have 0 Dragon. And that is why the Shadow Latias is very hard to catch. I'm more than happy to invite you to one. That's not a problem. It is very hard to catch. So I'm not sure if I would recommend it. Hey, Calf Cat and I are lucky friends. Oh, Calf Cat. Let's go over to my collage. Also, though, when you raid with a buddy, the higher level the buddy, with heart-wise, more balls you get. So that can also help. Ascol says, I caught one in the wild, 0 stars, and a Galarian Moltres also with 0 stars. I got excited, like I said before, and used a Master Ball. You mean a shiny Galarian Moltres? Because if it wasn't shiny, using the Master Ball is a good idea. If it is shiny, as long as you don't disconnect, you'll catch it. The shiny, yeah. Now, you never know. You could have DC'd, right? So, like, I literally have a 10-minute video, and I'm not joking. It is 10 minutes of Sega, my girlfriend, trying to catch the shiny Galarian Zapdos. And 7 minutes in, she got the Pokeball started spinning, she got nervous, and then it slowed down. She didn't lose connection, and it was all good. Now, when you said you caught one in the wild with 0 stars and a Galarian Moltres, did you say that you caught a 0-star Rayquaza? And I have that video. I'm probably going to post it as like YouTube, like extra content, because we weren't live at the time. So it's me and her in her car at the park, dark outside, and I'm literally videotaping her on my phone camera for 10 minutes while she catches it. Ken says I have 83 out of 200 for Dragon Tamer. Oh wow, you got a little ways to go for the 25. And thank you for the exclamation point bug. That's a total of 101 raids and battle wins. 10,001 clowns cash to everybody. That's really cool. I didn't know you could get a 0-star Rayquaza. Was that during the Rayquaza day, or was that when the legendaries were spawning out of incense? You saw legendary dogs too that event, but didn't even attempt it. Okay, I think now I know you're talking about the you're talking about the 30th anniversary event where you could catch legendaries with the incense. We got Koki for Final Strike, Rummy for Hardest Hitter, Mayo for Style Savant, and Matt for Walkstar. Oh, that makes sense. I wonder if you got like a 0 attack, you know, like a 0/4/4 Ray, if it would just absolutely destroy an Ultra League. I bet it would. I didn't realize that some of the ones you could catch from that event could be 0 stars, because that actually... You could technically, I guess, get a really, really, really rare Ultra League Pokemon that objectively you could not get at any other time. Because I believe when you catch them from raids, they're guaranteed to be at least 2 stars. I never really considered that. Oh, a 96. 98 and now a 96. And here, so, I mean, and also, if anybody doesn't have Mega Pokemon evolved, like, this is what I got today just from a Mega bonus. 560 candy, 213 extra large, and 2600 XP. Also keep in mind that my Doombas thought that the Zacians were metal, or Zamies were metal, and fighting. So that's why I was like, oh, Sizer's the best one to use. But only the Crown Sword and Shield are metal and fighting. So JD, coming back to what you were saying, what can I do to be better? I would recommend making sure it's either this Wednesday, it's one of the upcoming Wednesday raid hours. You get Sword and Shield energy. I would recommend. I definitely will be streaming it. I would definitely recommend getting in them. Let's see. I think I missed something from Ask. I was talking about the World of Warcraft. Oh, you got it, but haven't logged into it since the upcoming trip will be taking up my free time. Got you. Alright, here is a friend code. This one is a premium member, so they will be reliable. 0435-4830-0909. Ask, what is the, and if you're busy and you just want in the background, you can tell me to shush. That's totally cool. One, I got to switch to goal, because that isn't the goal anymore, but two, What is the theme of the new World of Warcraft expansion? And it's midnight. We have 2 more Team Rocket Go leaders to level up and 15 more lucky Pokemon in trades. Did not have time to get the trades done today, like the day that literally just happened, but that is okay. And we got the invite. Hopefully you did too, JD. Or just gonna be another bug. And Ken, if you're getting tired or you're, you know, wanting to go into lurk mode, or if you want more invites, let me know. Ken, if there's anything you would like shouted out, anybody who would like mod for me like that can make their own shout out code, and like in between or during their modding, depending on how long the time is. I don't mind them shouting themselves out. If that is something that you would like, you're welcome to. Let's see. We got Chaos, Stupid Legend, Corvid Queen. For Tony. I see what you did there. Like for that's good. I like that name. Solid. Are you doing Zamazenta? Yes. Yes, I am. We just did a bunch of... We IRL hosted for 7 hours. And caught bugs. And water. And now we're doing remotes. We just got our midnight reset. Yeah, if you like to type an exclamation point code in the chat, you can get on my friends list. It's a little bit harder to promise when I'm getting remoted, or when I am remoting. However, I will do my best. Sometimes I get a lot of RSVPs, sometimes I don't. Kind of depends. And I do show homies who are also hosting. As said, basically new X Pack is continuing from Shadowlands. It sounds familiar. Is Shadowlands also the name of a expansion pack, or are you talking about an area? Because I left off in Pandaria, and then I believe the expansion after that was the one with the new hero that was the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter. There we go. There we go. Tony, please take a minute and read the whole exclamation point code. And I will add you right after this fight. Shadowlands and Dragonflight, and now coming the middle of Azeroth, the War Within. Oh wait, oh, you're throwing memory bombs at me. Shadowlands, Dragonflight, they are both areas